In the eye of a painter, the beauty of life reflects in a grain of sand. When she turns the tide, she knows what she's doing. I know what she's done. It's in the way that she smiles at me. It's in the way that she gives me life. Ain't that a sight to see? Ain't that a sight to see? It's in the way that she moves. It's in the way that she moves me. Ain't that a sight to see? It's in the way that she moves. It's in the way that she moves me. Ain't that a sight to see? It's in the way that she moves. It's in the way that she moves me. Ain't that a sight to see? It's in the way that she moves me. Hey, yeah. It's in the way that she moves. Ain't that a sight to see? Yeah. It's in the way that she moves. It's in the way that she moves me. Ain't that a sight to see? It's in the way that she moves. Through the eyes of a preacher, the beauty of God shines through his loving hand. He turns the tide. He knows what he's doing. I know what he's done. It's in the way that he smiles at me. It's in the way that he gives me life. Ain't that a sight to see? Ain't that a sight to see? It's in the way that he moves. It's in the way that he moves me. Ain't that a sight to see? It's in the way that he moves. It's in the way that he moves me. Ain't that a sight to see? It's in the way that he moves. It's in the way that he moves me. Ain't that a sight to see? It's in the way that he moves me. Hey, yeah. It's in the way that he moves me. Ain't that a sight to see? It's in the way that he moves. It's in the way that he moves me. Ain't that a sight to see? It's in the way that he moves. Through the eyes of a doctor, the beauty of life shines through his healing hand. He turns the tide. He knows what he's doing. I know what he's done. It's in the way that he smiles at me. It's in the way that he gives me life. Ain't that a sight to see? Ain't that a sight to see? It's in the way that he moves. It's in the way that he moves me. Ain't that a sight to see? It's in the highways go in the early night glow. Signs flicker Louisiana, to a girl named Jamie Lee, who told me that she'd take me to Atlanta. But first I had to meet her friends, Billy and Stevie. They were on the run for something they'd done back in San Francisco Bay. We made it all the way to the border when they turned to me and said we should have told you we wanted for a midnight run. Yeah, and we rode away into the night. And we laughed all day when we made it out alive from a midnight run. Go! She slid through the door like a backroom bitch. Eyes lit up in barroom gold. Smoke drew a halo round her grin. Cards in her sleeve, hard cold. She said, "You look broke, but you stand like a king." With a half-turned smile, no shame. I traded nights, not a last names, baby. You sure you wanna play this game? We leaned on the rail where the jukebox burned. Coins like tiny falling moons. Her laugh cut through all the losing hands like a knife in a Sunday tune. I don't keep promises, I keep the door. She said half cracked, never wide. Walk in too deep, you'll leave your look on the floor and your good sense outside. She pulled me close, chipped red nails in my collar, drumsticks on my spine. You chase that high, I chase that dollar. We'll both lose track of time. The band hit hard, lights swung low. Floorboards shook in time. I heard my better judgment knocking, but the riff kept changing my mind. She's trouble in a train wreck dress, laugh like a match on gasoline. Every step a loaded dice, rolling straight through my routine. I'm hanging on to half-spoke words, each one bends like a battered string. I know I should run, but the riff comes and I let that siren sing. like the ride. Heavy and long. Her name's in the chalk on the back room wall, right under my favorite song. I swear I quit that crooked ball, but at sundown I'm back where I belong. She's trouble in a train wreck dress, boots on my on the snare. Every lie a honey dip took, swinging through cigarettes. I'm hanging on a half-spoke word, same old song in a different key. I lose every hand, but I keep on betting, 'cause she keeps calling me. Yeah, I lose every hand, but I keep on betting. While the band plays wild and free, wild and free, wild and free. Train slides under neon tinted clouds. Street lights bend through the windshield, soft and loud. Your laugh still hangs on the rear view like a sign. Fading map on the dashboard, pointing off the line. Name on my tongue like a late word chasing night. We were just kids in borrowed jackets, daring dawn, trading cheap coffee for promises half gone. Every red signal felt ready to turn green. Hearts on the dash in the glow between. my drive. We trace stars in the fog glass, lose your place. I steal looks when the highway lights your face. Billboard smiles flicker over passing steel. We talk in half-finished sentences we feel. Say it out soft like you might just let it go. Or keep it close where the taillights never know. Just to learn how long you stay. Hold that note till the night forgets our plans. Let this car be the church of shaking hands. If the sun finds us laughing out of view, every wrong road led to you. Gas sign fades in the rear of my mind. Your feet on the dash and the clock stays on a line. One slow breath as the headlights thin to two. Hands on the wheel, but the night belongs to you. we took was right on the edge. Ty sang low while the stars leaned in. By the time that sun thought of showing his face, we were way past where we'd been. Backseat crowded with cheap vinyl records. She flips through like the tarot cards, drops a needle on a riff like lightning, grins. This one's for the broken hearted. We sang louder than the old dash speaker, hands off the wheel for a reckless beat. Headlights bouncing off the sleepy houses, porch lights blink like they feel that heat. She yelled, "Turn it up or turn this car around." And the night chose us. Gas gauge kissing on empty, still we chase that grin. She says this town draws circles, I draw arrows in the wind. Every red light feels like some old judge we won't obey, so we roll slow through that amber glow, stealing one more runaway day. She lit my night like a runaway train. Every mile we stole still hums in my bones. Even now when the bar goes dim, if the dawn ever asks why my eyes still burn, I'll say I was just riding with her again.
place like this, there's
got to the city was I found a place to lay my head. I was dreaming of the things that I do with my life. When a knock came on the door, it was a girl from back home. She said, hey, you wanna get a drink? I'll buy the first round. And she said, if you're gonna stick around, I can find you some work. And I said, no, I'm going back home. And you should come with me. Starshine on a satellite, a young girl hitchhikes down the highway. I left my lover on the island. I found a place to hide away, yeah. Starshine on a satellite, oh yeah. Young girl hitchhikes down the highway, oh yeah. I left my lover on the island. I found a place to hide away. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel it burn. Neon fires flicker. Heartbeat in the night. Shadows chasing strangers under city light. Every corner screams a secret I can't hide. Moving fast, nowhere to run, nowhere to slide. Doors swing open, music hits my chest. Pulse accelerates, can't slow, won't rest. The rhythm pulls me through the urban maze. I'm lost and found inside this blazing haze. Fire in the street, burning wild and free. Break on through, can't you see? Every step I take, the night ignites. Fire in the street, chasing city lights. Whispers follow me, ghosts of the past. I'm moving faster, can't make it last. The crowd surrounds, but I'm standing tall, dancing with shadows, answering the call. Electric sparks fly in the alleyway. Every note I play keeps the night at bay. The drum beats call, the bass line bites. Racing through chaos, chasing neon light. Fire in the street, burning wild and free. Break on through, can't you see? Every step I take, the night ignites. Fire in the street, chasing city lights. sun stuck to my dirty window pane. Ashtray on the counter like a map of last night's games. Boots under the table, jacket hung but full of rose. Heart still on a backstage floor, every promise glows. Phone lit up with maybes, all those we should meet up lines. I laughed into the choir, said the only thing I chase is time. You keep calling like a train that never slows. I keep standing in the dust of what I chose. You won't steady, baby, I was born in flight. One hand on the door, the other on the night. I'm a short fuse, long mile, burning down your plans tonight. I'm that wild card, drunk smile, red tail in your headlight. You want a home, I'm just a highway with a crooked sign. You call it trouble, I call it living while the clock still wins. Honey, you can hold me, but you won't hold me all the time. Met you at the bar where all the saints and sinners blend. You were drawing little halos on your napkin with a pen. Said you liked my laugh, said I looked tired but kinda free. Asked me what I wanted, I said something that won't own me, yeah. You talked about a garden, dogs and neighbors, easy dawns. I toasted to your picture, but my shadow kept its boots on. You keep painting me in colors I can't wear. Sunday morning on a Saturday night chair. You won't quiet, my engine loves the sound of motel doors and wheels that never settle down. I'm a short fuse, long mile, storm behind your steady eyes. I'm that wrong song, right smile, truth you never sanitize. You want a ring, I've got these careless hands and one-way signs. You call it reckless, I call trying not to live half blind. If you ride with me, you better love to swerve, 'cause I ain't built for any life I don't deserve. Maybe there's a version of me sleeping through the rain, mowing some small lawn, forgetting how I miss a train. But when I touch that wheel, when city lights turn into flame, I hear the only promise that my blood has ever made. I'm a short fuse, long mile, running on your last good nerve. I'm that wild card, backseat prayer you never quite deserve. You want a moment just to stay, baby, I'm a fine. You call it trouble, I call it living, I don't care, still got. If you're surrounding me, maybe when I lost much of time. Coffee cools while the bus pulls out, leaving dust on my feet. Father's words on the kitchen wall, shaking the furnace alight. Find your own way, even if it keeps you up all night. I've worn these hand-me-down doubts to the thread, chasing the tail of a storm in my head. One more step and the ground might just finally break. Somewhere beyond this town, my name's awake. Carry me past where these tired lights burn out. Sing me a road that can't drown my whole town. If I fall short of the boy they once knew, I'll still be chasing the sky that broke me through. City signs flicker like promises half kept. Windows glow golden with lives I never met. I walk past faces that mirror my own fear. Every small silence is louder than staying here. Maybe I'm wrong, and the gold's in the ground I left. Maybe this hunger is nothing but dressed up regret. But I see that boy in the glass of a late night train. He won't turn back while the tracks still remember his name. Maybe I'm wrong, and the gold's in the ground I left. Maybe this hunger is nothing but dressed up regret. But I see that boy in the glass of a late night train. He won't turn back while the tracks still remember his name. I begged the clouds for a map to the sun, waited for someone to tell me I've won. Now every mile puts a crack in that throne. I'm scared, but I like how it feels on my own. Carry me past where these tired lights burn out. Sing me a road that can't drown my whole town. If I fall short of the dream they held true, from last night, name carved deep into the desk like a small crime. Clock hands dragging while the daydreams kick up smoke. Rules on the wall, but every line feels like a joke. Smiling like they know every small rebellion starts off quiet low. Ink stains on my fingers, plans across my hand. Map of the town drawn like a secret marching band. We trade out notes for riffs and chalk dust for cheap stage light. One broken rule becomes a ladder to the roof. One shouted verse becomes our only kind of truth. We're counting down, hearts pounding louder than the bell. Tear off the page, kick out the door of this old shell. Tonight we'll ride this cracked up town on blistered wheels. No second chance, just dirty knuckles on the steel. Hey, are you coming or just standing in the noise? Hey, this is everything they never gave the One day they'll frame our younger faces on the wall. Say we were restless, say we never heard them call. But we were learning how to stand up on the edge, swearing our souls on every cigarette burn pledge. We're counting down, hearts pounding louder than the bell. Tear off the page, kick out the door of this old shell. and sparks we made, hoping one is yet to fade.